And that means so much to the kids. If you honestly take the time, and they're not just another number or just whisk them through, but they're an individual. Each one is an individual, and you take the time, or the teachers take the time to recognize each and every one, just like the bracelet. That means so much.
We try to do that, and you would be amazed. You think just saying happy birthday is not a major thing, but I'll have students come up to me before morning meeting. They'll say, "It's my birthday today," just making sure I've got their name on the list. So it's neat to watch that in our morning meeting.
Well, tell us, the ones that's watching today and listening, tell us the reason why that you chose this profession, out of a love for children, or just tell us in your own words why you do what you do.
Sure. I grew up in Tennessee, and the first part of my career was teaching at the high school level in Tennessee. And if you would have told me I'd ever been a principal, I'd have said, there's no way. I just love teaching, love being with the kids. But as I got older, I began to see that if sure, I felt like I was having a positive effect on the kids in my classroom, but if you really want to affect a whole building, mm-hmm. It starts with the principal. And as principal, those same concepts, and I'm very fortunate because I have a staff that has bought into this, and they love kids. They really do. They were that way before I come. I didn't. It's nothing that I did. They just love kids. They love to teach, and just being able to help them and free them from some of the things that are required in teaching school, to allow them to have that freedom to love kids and to work with kids every day.
It's an honor.
Yeah.
Well, education, technology, and all this has changed so much. So these kids are learning things that most of us have not learned. Give us a basic detail of the different subjects that they learn. I know that their math is so advanced now.
Oh, math is unbelievable. For example, it's no longer just sitting in a class and listening to the teacher and then working some problems out of the book. We have at least 3 different math programs that we do online, something called Alex Math and Carnegie Math in our 6th grade, and another one called IXL. So yes, teachers are still teaching in the classroom, but at least a couple of days out of the week, they're in the computer lab working as well. When you're looking at a classroom full of students there, you've got 30 kids. You've got everything from a very low level right up to a high level. That's where the computer program comes in to be the equalizer, because the way our computer programs work, we do something called MAP testing. That's an online test of reading, math, and language arts. So we have another program called Compass Learning that allows students, whatever their MAP score is, that computer will pick up at their learning level. So when you have a group of students in that classroom, yes, there's 30 different levels in there, but they're all working at their instructional level on that program. So that doesn't replace what the teacher's doing in the classroom, but it enhances. And students have logins, so if they have internet access at home, I had a teacher just telling me just yesterday, he's got 5 kids in his 6th grade math class that are already working on Algebra 1 8th grade level.
Oh my goodness. And these students are learning all kinds of different subjects. You got your English, which now they're learning Spanish and other languages.
It's interesting that you mentioned Spanish because we're really trying to get a Spanish program off the ground there. Right now we're experimenting with an individual program where students who just want to participate in Spanish can go into the computer lab. We're looking at the possibility of purchasing Rosetta Stone because we don't have a teacher that's available to teach Spanish. So,
and a lot of these kids already know some Spanish words or phrases.
Sure. Matter of fact, we had a guest speaker last week from Peru in our morning meeting, and he spoke some. Spanish was his language, and we've got. Well, let's see. We have 5 students in our building that can speak fluent Spanish.
That is so awesome.